Welcome back, you sweet tooth sons of guns. This is Twisted Metal Black. We are now in level 5.
Damn preacher, pious bastard. Think he never did wrong? You dig up his past, you'll be sickened by the truth.
No, the truth of the preacher is the preacher believes that he is possessed by a demon.
All right, so in between parts, I decided to do a little bit of research into Twisted Metal Black.
Okay.
And I want to clarify something that Cloud said earlier on in the playthrough, that the freeze mine, reverse firing, and one of the other codes that he mentioned are specifically cheat codes. Well, but they're not. They are actually energy weapons that you can use with the energy bar. That is above your turbo meter.
Oh my sweet lord. Well, damn it. I wish that...
Also, jump. Jump is one of the energy weapon commands.
Huh. Isn't it amazing what you can do by accident? Because, I mean, in the many attempts I had at trying to put the God mode cheated in some of my other playthroughs for this that I will accidentally hit the jump button. And that is very interesting how, well... It just goes to show that the less you explain, the longer it takes for your players to figure out what the hell's going on and why it's happening.
Well, if you recall, Twisted Metal Black PS1 or PS2?
PS2. It was a PS2 launch title.
Alright, so admittedly, they should have somewhere in the game a tutorial that actually spells out the special weapon combos, especially given how the campaign is absolutely loaded with free shot and freeze mine all over the place. But how much have you actually looked into the alternate modes of the game?
Well, I couldn't do 2-player for the purposes of this recording because there's just nobody around right now, and the other modes would be single-player endurance mode, which is you have to defeat in dual mode fashion, you have to defeat each of 7 opponents in a row without dying, and you only have 1 life. The other mode is challenge mode, which is similar to like a multiplayer or even like a craft your own story type of mission. You select the opponents, they all appear simultaneously, and it's a free-for-all, and last player standing wins.
I also looked up some additional gameplay for Twisted Metal Black, and I gotta say, one of the big things that comes to mind when I'm watching this is the fact that although these arenas are relatively large, there's not really a lot of defensive options that any of the vehicles really have access to.
Health.
You can get health pickups certainly, but health pickups much like if this were an FPS. Are on a fixed respawn timer unless you go after the one that can get thrown at you by the helicopter, and even that's technically on a timer.
Yep.
It's just that it's more difficult to place out where it's going to be.
Correct. So it controls like your defense. I am happy to correlate that with this game's tendency to just kill the players. We haven't gotten to the classic rooftop level. Setting stage, for example, above the king of all hazards, which is falling into a precipice to your death, just really goes to show how determined the makers of this game were at just getting people to die so that the games would end on a relatively efficient basis. Kind of like Bloodborne.
But when you die in Bloodborne, it's usually your fault. You can get killed. You can get killed simply by not paying attention to your radar in Twisted Metal Black.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and you missed that guy, and he shot you because you were dumb and you weren't paying attention. Ow! Tumble over.
And actually, it doesn't look like you took any damage from that fall.
No, you don't take falling damage in this game. Not really.
Unless you fall into a bottomless pit.
Okay, so I guess, damage. Okay, damage can kill. Falling damage in that case definitely can kill. Finisher.
So was that Dark Side or was that Roadkill?
That was Dark Side. Because, well, in this game, the female characters will actually scream like women, and the male characters will actually scream like men.
Axel still looks like you know what? Axel honestly reminds me of the drill 4x4 from Carmageddon 1 and 2.
Damn it! I got hit by my own ricochet. Well, it's a recognizable character. I mean, a driving trope, if you will. I mean, at some point, they're going to draw a contrast between characters who elect to be protected on all sides by the walls of their car, or if they want to be out in the open like Mr. Grimm and be a badass like that.
I don't think I could actually do a full run through of Carmageddon 2 for the channel, dude.
Well, that's okay. I mean, car combat is one thing. How about The Simpsons Hit and Run?
No, I'm just straight up not gonna do Simpsons Hit and Run. It's I don't actually like most of the Simpsons games, to be perfectly honest. I know that Hit and Run is honestly one of the better Simpsons games, and as is the Simpsons movie tie-in game. But like, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm not a fan of the Simpsons license.
Oh, take me to the Quickie Mart. I need wrestling magazines and lottery tickets. And I guess Sweet Tooth's counterpart would be Sideshow Bob.
Yes.
Oh, hello, we didn't see you there. Yeah, we're spending the entire we're spending the entirety of this episode just in this one level, by the way, and this level does have a running time of 15 minutes. This is probably one of the biggest maps in the game, and adding to the complication of sprawling maps, you've also got multiple levels. Like, this is the very top of the prison facility. That is the very bottom of the ship that we just came from in order to arrive over here. And there is one hidden character, and yeah, you may find yourself scratching your head wondering how the hell can I just do this more quickly and get on with it. Well, you could find...
And the correct answer is to figure out where what and where are the kill zones.
Okay.
Because the AI is relatively scripted to try and get into the center of certain areas in order to fight more efficiently.
Congratulations, you unlocked.
No, you unlocked a way up. Oh wait, you also got a trophy for
Donuts.
So who is that character?
Donuts. That is Manslaughter, one of the more antisocial characters in Twisted Metal, if you can believe that some of the characters are actually more social than this one. Manslaughter is
well, yeah, I mean Shadow is probably more sociable than Sweet Tooth is.
Well, Sweet Tooth. Okay, so maybe Sweet Tooth may be the most antisocial of them all, but Manslaughter is a different kind of creature.
Sweet Tooth is not the most antisocial. After all, his entire psychosis involves him being very social for limited periods of time.
I liked this man. I would have loved to see his head on the top of my ice cream. That Manslaughter also has the distinction of being like a nemesis to Calypso. That is Manslaughter's mission, is every character in this game has a mission of a kind by which winning the contest will help him win this. Ironically, Manslaughter's mission is to kill Calypso himself.
So what is Shadow's mission?
Well, Shadow's mission is she's on a mission of vengeance. Ah, yes, vengeancing. Very Monte Cristo. Very dramatic. We will be seeing Shadow's mission in just a couple parts. But meanwhile, we are much too busy getting lost in one of the biggest levels in the game. Also sprawling with lots of little stupid prison outfit wearing convicts and machine gun wielding cops who are just kind of walking around doing nothing, saying like, "Oh, geez! Oh, here they come! Duck!"
You know, if Jason Statham had to race through this battleship so many different times, I think he would have just said, "Nah, I'm good. I'll just serve out my sentence."
A man will do anything to keep his mind occupied.
I don't know about that. I mean...
Sweet Tooth entered the Blackfield Asylum in 1947, and I looked at him wondering, my God, is he the whitest son of a bitch I've ever seen?
Did you watch Death Race that starred Jason Statham?
I mean, I saw the beginning of Death Race, and I know the premise of Death Race, but I did not see the movie in entirety. Now, that movie.
I actually enjoy that movie. Mind you, that's mostly because Jason Statham is in it, and I really like Jason Statham as an actor.
Well, Jason Statham is just he's a wonderful screen presence, is what he is. He plays the same character in every movie.
He plays almost the same character in every movie. I mean, in Fast and Furious, he's actually a different character than normal, simply because he doesn't have a family to protect, but...
When Jason Statham does have a family to protect. When Jason Statham does not have a family to protect. Oh dear.
Why is it that the health pickups are purple and the turbo pickups are green?
Well, the homing pickups are purple, the health pickups are blue, and the turbo pickups are green. There's a health pickup. Let's see. Go up. This is a ramp you have to open up, by the way. You have to use a machine gun to open up the ramp. Yes, you have to
open up this ramp. You opened this ramp up like 4 minutes ago.
You open up the ramp, and then you open up the door. And you may not realize these things, and that's why in classic games you should shoot at everything until something stupid happens.
Can your machine guns jam?
Yeah, they can overheat. I think you have to be firing continuously for about 8 seconds for it to overheat.
You did mention overheat, but...
And that will happen regardless of whether you're using regular machine gun or enhanced machine gun. Like, for example, if you picked up 2 enhanced machine gun bullet rounds, you have 60 in a clip. Well, you're not going to get through all 60 of those bullets in one shot. You're going to jam before you hit the 60th bullet. I think. Alright.
It doesn't actually... Where is the overheat meter on the HUD, or do they not give you one?
That would be the green light that is right next to your life counter. So when that green light turns red, the red means stop and green means shoot.
Alright. 2 enemies left, one of which you were in combat with, and then you decided to run away.
You know, if I was just playing in a game with human players and it didn't matter, you know, in my, forward progress in the long run didn't matter that I won the game or lost the game, I wouldn't be wasting a lot of time, especially by watching these 3 convicts get electrocuted.
Okay, so does interacting with that particular stage hazard do anything else?
No, that's it. That's the equivalent of Leon sitting down in Lord Sadler's chair in Resident Evil 4.
Capcom likes the electric. Well, that's the thing. I was gonna say that Capcom likes the electric chair symbolism. But the other major electric chair that I was thinking of was the one from Castlevania Curse of Darkness,
right?
Which is not a Capcom property, so...
It's almost a Capcom property.
Konami and Capcom are very different at this point in time, though.
That the bridge between classic games and modern games is that classic games were littered with little Easter eggs.
Also, that particular opponent appears to be stuck there.
I think you're right,
and
actually.
Your special rockets are
damn it.
locking onto him instead of, the actual threat in front of you.
All right, well, don't we have a little snafu on our hands? We're on our last life, and we have all but depleted the health pickups in this level, except of course for the ones on the rooftops, because god damn it, this level is so big that you have 2 choices.
But again,
really.
The health pickups are on a timer. You can recollect them.
I know, but time, my friend. How much time one can consume going from health pickup to health pickup? Like, just kill me, please, fellas.
All right, so we know where the last one is.
Mm-hmm.
He is still stuck next to that ramp.
That is correct. His AI seems to have jammed up a little bit. I mean, the AI in this game is pretty smart. Like they know how to like drop down, take ramps, but they're not so perfect that they will avoid driving off of the top of a skyscraper. Yeah, hey, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, he's just going back and forth because that's what his pathing is telling him is the fastest way to get to his chosen objective.
I have lemon, blueberry, cherry.
Oh, he actually can climb that. That's what he's trying to do.
Foolish children.
All right, and in the next episode, we'll continue on to the next level.
Yes, level 6. We have a choice in this matter: small level A or small level B. We chose B.